What's up, guys? Welcome in to my live stream here covering the event from SEC Media Days down in downtown Atlanta. Hopefully, my New York Giants can get to Atlanta. Might do a live stream tomorrow from Mercedes because that is truly a beautiful, beautiful spot. Just out here, this is the College Football Hall of Fame. So this is pretty cool right here. Got the Hall of Fame, got a lot of people with credentials shooting some stuff. Out here, Coach O was just walking around a couple minutes ago. And then it's downtown Atlanta. It's pretty sweet. Phillips Arena's like tucked into here. That's a hotel. Nice hotel right there. So just trying to find some stuff to do, but hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. I'm trying to figure out a way I'm gonna get try to get some people on my podcast. Yeah, Jake, thank you so much. Yep, Atlanta does look sweet, man. Hey, I gotta email you back so we could try to FaceTime. But one day, I would like everybody to get to Atlanta with me for SEC Media Days because it's tough getting credentials. It's tough getting around. Today's NFL news, there were a lot of guys like DeMarcus Lawrence. They weren't signed. We have Le'Veon Bell. It is a little bit. It's because I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt too, trying to look professional. But I tried to talk to a lot of the guys, and be a lot easier if I had the credentials, because then I could, get some interviews with some guys. So, and Jake, I'm sure Sports Fear will let you on, man, for some picks. We got to have a picks competition. We're only 10 days away from training camp. It's a wonderful time to be alive. We are so damn close to the NFL season starting. It's quite amazing. College football the same way. I mean, Pete, I heard Jimbo spoke today. Usually at these things, there's nothing that, there's no groundbreaking things that come out of SEC Media Days. Like, usually the coaches, when you do coach speak, when you do coach speak at SEC Media Days, that usually nobody really says a bunch of anything. They're just trying to save their program. They're not going to say any bulletin board stuff. It's kind of boring. And you know what the media does? The media, they just candor to these coaches too, because if I'm going to ask a coach a really difficult question, then I put myself at risk being a younger reporter about not being let back in next year. So everybody's just trying to survive, but really it's a good time. Like if you're out here in Atlanta, like it's a good time because you could try to meet some people from the SEC network. Like the guys that I saw walking around here, like you see Jesse Pollock walking around, or I don't know, David Pollock. You see guys like Booger McFarland. You see guys like Marcus Spears. So that's what's cool. And being in Atlanta, like this city's awesome. Everything is really, really close by. I want to take a look at the Mercedes Superdome. And Marcus, what is up, my friend? And Jake, you're going to Hershey, man. That's all good. Hershey's a good spot. Marcus, you ever been to an Eagles game? Always wanted to ask you that question. But let me show you guys Atlanta. A nice little walkway. Gonna try to find somewhere to eat tonight. And they better not take my stuff. Yeah, man. Hey, if you're in Hershey Park, there's like a lot of Applebee's, a lot of Chili's. But if you're going to a concert there, it's pretty fun, man. If you're going to a concert, it's a great concert location. I could maybe walk you guys down a little bit if you guys want to maybe see the hotel or see the College Football Hall of Fame. Maybe I'll give you guys a tour of that. But I think tomorrow I'll do a show live from Mercedes-Benz. And at the end of the week, I'm going to put together a compilation of all these interviews. So, oh yeah, oh dude, it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a blast. And Marcos, you're from Panama, man. Whenever you're in Philly, bro, I gotta Got to get it. We got to go to a game sometime, even though you're an Eagles guy. But anyhow, when you look at SEC Media Days, I wonder if my friend Pigskin Pete is here. You have Coach O. A lot of people doubt Coach O, if Coach O's going to survive or not. The other guy who went today, we had Kentucky go today, so that's kind of nondescript. And then Jimbo Fisher, just getting through his first SEC gauntlet. It was in Birmingham for the longest time, and now it's in Atlanta, so everybody's trying to get their feet on the ground here. And it's difficult when you don't have a credential, but you just got to work around the edges, ask people for certain interviews. Like Clay Travis is out here, a couple guys from the Jocks Roundtable, a couple guys I like, so I'm kind of doing that. And then tonight, the Home Run Derby. I'm really freaking excited for that, It's probably my favorite day of baseball. If you're gonna talk about baseball, the Home Run Derby, that's one night I could totally get into. So, Home Run Derby. And now, so let's talk about Le'Veon Bell for a second. So Le'Veon Bell, it's his last year as a Pittsburgh Steeler. Big Ben is getting old. I wonder what's going to happen with Mike Tomlin. I don't see anybody winning the AFC North, though. That's the thing. Like, who can win the AFC North? That's what I want to know. Because whenever somebody wins the AFC North, Mike Tomlin might just get the hell out. And now that Le'Veon's going to leave, expect Pittsburgh to tank, because it's not like Mason Rudolph is a capable replacement for Ben Roethlisberger. He's really not. I've never believed in Rudolph's arm, and I think Pittsburgh, they always are flirting with disaster. You never know when the end's going to come. It's just like Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels. When is the end going to come for Pittsburgh, and why didn't they sign Le'Veon Bell? I guess you're right, Pete, because they never fire coaches in Pittsburgh. But why didn't they sign Le'Veon? My theory is because Le'Veon, he smokes a little bit of weed. Maybe they think he's a malcontent. We don't know what goes on with Le'Veon behind closed doors. He's a stop-and-start runner. It's a start-and-stop runner, Le'Veon Bell. So he doesn't get injured all that much. Like, if you're going to talk about Le'Veon Bell, he doesn't get hurt. I don't think there's too much mileage on the tires. But how good is Le'Veon Bell going to be for another organization? And I don't think Cleveland can catch them. Cleveland can maybe catch them in like maybe 3 years. That's when Cleveland can catch them. 3 years. So Tomlin is a questionable coach, but they've still had postseason success in the AFC. They still beat Kansas City. They still win the division. They still get buys every year. Big Ben still plays football. We'll have to see. I think it's maximum 2 years. And I guess you could find a running back. I guess you could find another running back. Willie Parker was a runner there. Bettis was a runner there for the longest time. You could definitely find a running back. I mean, look at Kerryon Johnson taken in the second round. Look at Jordan Howard, Kareem Hunt. You're absolutely right, man. You could certainly find running backs later on. It's just that with Pittsburgh, are they going the tank? Will they ever cash in again and win a championship? A lot of people don't think Pittsburgh's going to win a championship. It's David Johnson. I don't think David Johnson is going to be on the market. I'm really not sure about that. So, listen, guys, thanks for hanging out. Gonna pop out for a bit. Got to get going. But welcome to Atlanta, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out. And we'll talk real soon on Rover Sports here from SEC Media Days. Thanks, guys. Bye.